What is up? Mattisfaction here. And today we're just gonna check out this here Benchmade Osborne. Take a look at that. This is the souped up version, as it were, with the carbon fiber. And it's got that S90V steel running through here. Some people call it by the number. This is the 940, Benchmade 940. And I gotta say, out of all the Benchmade so far, I think this one has quickly become my favorite. Someone once said that it looks like a witch's finger, and now that's all I see. It's the Benchmade witch's finger. This used to be their top model, from what I understand, till the bug out came and took over. But I don't know, I really dig this one. Yeah, just looking at it, it's cool. It feels good in the hand. It's got some weird shapes to it. The scales kind of go upwards and then it dips down. Lots of weird transition issues between the scales and the blade. It's different, but man, is it cool. Let's do some size comparisons while I'm thinking about it. Here's a Benchmade bug out. This one, I slapped on some Met and Boss scales. I really dig these. With a lynch clip, of course. And, yeah. This was my favorite. I like the bug out, but it's so much better when you change it. And I'm assuming that would be the same if you have an Osborne. Here's a Super Freak, mini Super Freak. And then one of my favorite EDC knives, the Elementum. This one glows in the dark and has a cool alien bead. Just charge it up a minute. There you go, kind of glows. It's got a cool blue glow, and then the bead glows green. But we're not here for this knife. We're not here for this one. There you go. That's good size comparison. The Osborne is an excellently sized EDC knife. It's got a nice flat edge for any sort of cutting you want to do. It's got a nice belly for any slicing you want to do. It dips down right here so you can put your finger right there. It does come to a point so you can do some stabbing if you need. But here's some of those weird features that, I don't know, some people might like them and don't, but here, you got a nice, it flares out. It gives the tip some strength, and then it goes way in real skinny, and then it flares out again, just following this little swedge. Normally when you get a swedge, it kind of just tapers all the way down, but this one gets skinny, and then gradually gets fatter, and then it goes back down. Maybe it's to give that tip strength. I don't know, I didn't design it. But it's kind of unique, it's cool, it's different. But another thing, the transition from scales to blade I mentioned earlier. You see it goes up and then drops and the blade comes out. Whereas a lot of knives, it's a graceful transition. Scale to blade, this one goes straight across. This one, they lined up the thumb ramp with it, then it goes up. Even the bug out, they changed it, just straight across. But this one, they were just like, nah, just put it in there, it's fine. I mean, the blade even sits a little, like, even with the stop pin, a little lower than it, but whereas most blades will go over the stop pin. Like this Elementum, for example. Sits on top of it. That one just hits it. It is what it is. Let's check out this element, or the bug out. Yeah, the bug out does the same, but it sits higher than the stop pin. This one sits a little lower. It's just different, something unique. You do have a reversible clip. I've seen some custom scales where You know, this, they leave this like carbon fiber, and then this little design, they break it down, and then this turns into titanium or something. You can even get micarta. There's all kinds of different companies that'll do it. I think it looks pretty neat. I bet this would be awesome with some, some met and boss scales. The clip is fine. I like the look of the Lynch clip. It matches the scales I picked. But this knife is $315 on Knife Center as of right now. I'm looking at it. But this is a souped up one, S90V carbon fiber. They do have aluminum scales with S30V for what, 216. That one's got G10 for 207. Honestly, I'd pay the extra $9 and get the aluminum. But so $100 less will get you aluminum and S30. So sorry. That's up to you what you want to spend. A lot of people are very angry at Benchmade right now for their pricing, which I get it. Their pricing's crazy. This is actually not mine, full disclosure. Someone let me check this out. This one I won. This one I bought. And then I bought the scales. The scales are something else. If though I get to acquire this one, maybe I'll match some cool scales there. Have a little World War II theme going on. This one I won from Zach stuff. My dude Zach, red and black. I like that red and black. That's pretty sweet. So yeah, Benchmade. A lot of people are like, ugh, Benchmade. But you know what? I like the quality of Benchmade, but the pricing does not reflect their quality. They're shooting for the moon when they should be shooting for I don't know, maybe a 2-story condo, with a 2.5 bath, maybe a playroom for the kids. I don't know, but the moon ain't their target. I don't want to spend the whole time talking about pricing. It is what it is. Can the common man force a corporation's hand and make them lower the price? I don't know. Maybe we need to get crates of these and just toss them down in the old harbor. But I digress. Benchmade, though, they do make good knives. And like any company, you'll have a few that aren't that great, QC-wise, and some sneak through. But I don't know, I really dig this Osborne. This is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I even use it, even though it's not mine. Normally, I don't use a knife if it's not mine. But I can't help it. I can't help it. I love it. It's mostly just for, like, cutting cheese. I cut the cheese with it. But, yeah, I like it. How long is this video so far? We're at 8 minutes. Dang, just yakking for 8 minutes about a knife. Anyway, what do you guys think about the Osborne here? You can discuss the pricing if you want in the comments. It is what it is. I totally get it. I don't like paying way more than I have to. Especially when you have like cool budget options like the Elementum for $50. And this thing's pretty cool. But, American made. But I get it. I mean, like, this 315, and then you got a knife like this. Oops, some dude made this in his garage. $300, handmade. So there's a lot to be said. But if you don't mind it and you like Benchmade, but luckily the secondary you can get some pretty sweet deals. That's probably the best bet to get yourself some good Benchmades. Anyway, I keep saying I won't talk about pricing, and yet here I am. I just can't help. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. Focus on the knife. Focus. But yeah, I dig it. I didn't even talk about measurements. What is this? A 3.4 inch blade, carbon fiber. You got the blue barrel back spacers in there. The blue and the carbon fiber really pop. I like when you have black with colors as an accent. So, you know, it's got the right amount of blue. You can even change the thumb studs, I know. So the whole knife all together is 7.87 inches. Good EDC sized. But 3.4 inches here. Made in the US, weight 2.44 ounces. HRC is 59 to 61. And it's got some stainless steel liners, and the barrel spacers are aluminum. And the clip, of course, is reversible. You can also get a Lynch clip. But yeah, I mean, this is an awesome knife. I really dig it. I like the size. I like the way it feels. It's got some interesting design language to it. But I get it though. I like it. I like it. What's my watch doing over here? I like it. It's cool. Let me know what you think. What would you get if you could pick out a Benchmade? What would you get? I kind of like this Osborne. I'd like to get a bailout. The immunity is looking cool. I heard it's super small, and I got big old mitts. So, Knife Center has the SHOT Show version of this for $270. What comes on the SHOT Show version? Looks like it's on sale. It's orange with orange liners inside. It's it's a mini Osborne. Okay, yeah, they do have the mini, 2.92 inch blade. And it's S90V with gray G10. I don't want a mini of this. This is if I had a mini, I think it'd be too small for me. This is perfect. They have an auto one of these too, huh? The more I see. Yeah, they do. They have an auto for $279. If you like some out to side action. But what do you think? Let me know what you got. Yeah, so that's all I got for you today. Benchmade Osborne. I like it. I want to keep this one. It's snappy. It's cool. It's got a very utilitarian blade shape. You can slice, you can chop, you can stab. You can slather mustard. You can do whatever you want with this bad boy. It's cool. It's a fun little fidget toy. If you want to sit at your desk and flick a knife, this is a good choice. Once you break them in, they're pretty cool. I'm not a fan of Omega springs, but get yourself some of those cool ones, the piano wire springs, and change these out. You probably get a way better detent, more snap, more strength. But that's a video for another day. This is all I got today, so I'll catch you next time. Thank you.